Alright, so I'm going to show how to open up and disassemble this Lenovo Yoga 720-13IKB. So we're going to need a T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver. Alright, and we're going to just remove all the screws. Keep them in order because they can be different size, shapes, and lengths. The way I do that is after I remove them, I put them with the screw top facing down on my desk in the pattern that I remove them. Alright, so you see like 3 across, and then 4 across. I just put them in that pattern like that, alright? And that's how I keep track of all the screws. You want to put them in a place where you won't accidentally knock them over, or somebody won't accidentally knock them over, alright? Or what you can do is you can take them out and then take pictures as you take them out, just so you can kind of see or remember. If they look the same size, you technically could put them back in the same spot, but I like putting the exact screw where I took it out from. So the 3 in the back are longer, the 3 in the middle are shorter. We'll see about the ones in the front, alright? And the ones in the front, they seem to be about the same as the ones in the middle, alright? So we're just going to take all these screws out. There's 4 along the front, of course, as I said earlier. Okay, get all the screws out. Alright, now we're going to see if we can remove the bottom cover with a suction cup. Alright, let's see here if it will pop out. And it's kind of popping out, so what you do, you pull this up, and then if you can get underneath, in between, you can get your hand in there or a pry tool, okay? And it looks like it's staying open. I don't know if the cover is supposed to be like that. It could be the customer broke it or something. But usually what I would do for these kinds of computers is I would open the screen, and then I would use my fingernails here in the gap and my thumb to kind of push the panel out, okay, just like that. And then same thing, move to the side and go ahead and do that. You just want to be careful with anything on the front. You don't want to push on like the trackpad or anything while you're doing that. Okay, so I don't know, they might have brought it somewhere because it did seem kind of popped out already. I'm using my fingernail to push the bottom layer down while I pull up on this piece, okay? Alright, and we're just going to keep going around. Let's see if we can wiggle this out. Nope, it's stuck pretty strong. So, here we go. Just going to pop these clips out. Hold that down and pop that clip. Alright, the middle back piece, you don't want to pop anything out, it seems. You kind of just wiggle and pull it, just like that. Alright, and here we go. So the customer said that they got chocolate on it somehow. It was like a Lindor or Lindt, those chocolate ball things. And you can kind of see there's stuff in here. I'm probably going to have to wash it out somehow. But there's this mesh here, so I'm not sure. We'll use like water and soap or something. Yeah, it looks like they might have broken this. But anyways, I don't see anything strange in here. Well, there's a little bit. It's like where the wireless card is here, and then on the heatsink. But it's not really inside anywhere, so it doesn't look bad. I don't know. This is a M.2 SSD. Let's see here. Does it say? I'm guessing it's PCIe NVMe just because. Oh, it is. Okay, so there's a M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD. There's a screw under here. I'm not going to take it out because it has a Lenovo warranty sticker on it. But once you take that out, you can pull this up and then pull it back. It looks like I'm going to have to clean up this stuff because there's chocolate residue there. I guess he kept using it and it was so hot it melted in somehow. I don't know. There's no replaceable RAM. The RAM is most likely soldered to the board underneath here. You got the keyboard connector, keyboard backlight connector, this orangey brown one. You got this is most likely the trackpad, battery connector here. Battery model number is L16L4PB1. Okay. You got the speakers here. There's not really much you can do with this. If you mess with the LCD or LVDS connector here, you want to make sure to disconnect the battery and then press and hold the power button for 10 to 15 seconds. Let me actually take the battery out. So I'm going to use a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver. And we're going to remove the screws. Looks like there's 4 screws. Okay, so there's one on that side, one on this side. And then there's one down here. And one more down here. Alright, once you do that, let's see if we can lift it up. Yep. Okay, so once you remove all 4 screws, you can lift it up. I'm going to lift it from the bottom here first, and then we're going to pull it out. And then to disconnect the battery, usually I would use the plastic connector here and kind of wiggle it, but since I can't grab that, let me zoom in here and show you. Oops, I need to turn off my battery charger. It's getting my phone hot. There we go. Alright, so since I can't grab the plastic, what I do is I'll grab the cable as close as I can, and then you kind of just wiggle this as you pull slightly. You don't want to pull really hard, just keep wiggling it. Okay. And eventually it pops out just like that. Alright, battery came out really easily. So yeah, anyways, I'm just going to clean this up. Oh, this cable is actually for the fingerprint sensor. So the touch, oops, let me zoom out. So this cable is actually for the fingerprint sensor, and this tiny cable is for the trackpad. I didn't see that cable earlier. Alright, so let's remove the wireless card actually. And we're going to have to see what we can do, because it's all crusty on there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to clean that off. Alright, so peel this little foam thing out. There's 1 screw here. We're going to remove the wireless antennas. Let me zoom in and show this. So to remove the wireless antennas, just get underneath. I use my fingernails under the antenna as close to the connector as possible and just pull it straight up. Same thing with the other one. Pull it straight up. Alright, we're going to remove this screw. Also PH or JIS1 screw. Okay, take that screw out. Then we're going to pull this thing up. It does feel like it's stuck. Usually you would pull this up and then you kind of like wiggle or slide this out, but it's holding in there pretty strong. Let me see if I can show this. Okay, so that chocolate must have like stuck to it really well. Alright, so let's try and wiggle this out since it won't pull backwards. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we wiggled that out, and oh my goodness. So this wireless card looks toast. It's pretty bad. You can see the connectors, they're all like burnt up or something. Yeah, and there's a bunch of chocolate in there. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can clean this out. I don't know if we'll be able to or not. It looks like this metal plate will come out, so I'm gonna get my fingernail under there. You can use plastic pry tools if you want, and just pop this up. Oh, that looks really bad. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to see if my partner can fix this. I can try cleaning this up, but most likely it's not gonna work. We'll see. I'll use a toothbrush and try and clean it up, but those look like the main areas of damage, and this USB port looks toast. Alright, it looks like the USB-C port also got a bunch of gunk in there. And in the USB-C port, I don't know, it doesn't look too bad, but we'll see. Hopefully the CPU is okay because there's a bunch of gunk on there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. To put it back, you just do everything in reverse. Slide the wireless card back in, put the screw on. The wireless antennas, just like every other video, you just line them up. When they're lined up, they won't really move around on the thing anymore. So as you can see, it's kind of like staying connected. And then that's how you know it's lined up, and you just push it down. But anyways, I'm going to clean this up. Putting it back is pretty simple. You just redo everything in reverse. Get the battery connector, of course, slide it in. And then once you get it in, it's a good idea to pinch both pieces together like that. I'm going to leave it out because I'm going to work on this. Put the screws back in, and then of course for this cover you want to slide the top under here first. Okay, so make sure you get these pieces slid under, alright, before you click all of the clips in and put the screws. But that's pretty much it. So hopefully this video helped you guys at least to see what's inside. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'm gonna just clean this up and we'll see what happens. But there's a very good chance I'm going to have my partner take a look at the motherboard. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.